Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 with your host, Ht1. Oh, blackout. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Alrighty. So, guess what? We are back in Farming Simulator 19. Hopefully we will be in this for a while. I don't know how long my computer will take and hold. I'm playing this still on that old little tower that I bought a while back. I haven't got it upgraded yet. I hopefully soon enough, hopefully maybe before the holiday season, I will get it, or maybe if prices are just right, maybe after. So, um, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to play on this for a while until I can either get my computer um, upgraded or my computer decides it just doesn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, we're on a modded map. This is it's called the Old Stream something. Hang on, the Old Stream Farm. Sorry, I had the tab out at just a second to. So yeah, so I've already been around this map, and it's actually a fairly cool map. Here, bring up the. I'll bring up this and show you. So it's a fairly small map, and if any of you have followed my earlier farming sim videos, I really like small maps because they're easier for a single person to maintain rather than a really large map. So I took the liberty of getting us all set up. So as you can see, we do own a few fields. We own field 4 and field 6. Actually, field 4 and field 6 came with the farm area. The other one that I bought was field 29 here. This is a nice grass field. And then we have 16 over here and 17 down here. Now, the reason why I bought these is because just to make it in such a way that we have to drive on to the other side of the map, work on the fields, drive back to the other side. You know, make it a little more interesting rather than just farming around the farm as I have in the past. So in this map, as you can see by the icons, we actually have everything already set on the map. So let's just do a little farm tour. We'll ignore the tractors because I'll talk about the tractors in a minute. So let's go out to field 6 here. Let's go through the gate. Oh, come on. I gotta buy me a new mouse. I gotta fix my mouse or buy me a new one because my mouse, for some reason, is started doing this double tapping stuff. So this is field 6, rather small. That's how come I bought fields 16 and 17 is because they're rather large and we're going to need them for what we're going to start getting into. Here we are to the south. We got this little stream pond thing. Almost must be like a spring or something because there's no water that actually goes inside. We can get over the fence. There we go. So yeah, so this little pond thing must be like underground fed. And as you can see, there's a couple of ducks that are swimming around in it. They're very generic ducks. Everything. This is I believe this is the sheep. Oh, hello. Right on. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is the sheep. This is the sheep pen. I believe this is the sheep pen. let's see, let's hop the fence, go over here, and not that one, this one. Yeah, this is, I believe this is the sheep pen. I mean, I could do this. This is, yep, this is the sheep pasture. There's a pig enclosure right over there. God dang it, I hate my mouse. No, I have to take that back. I love my mouse, but just because of the reason why because of what it's doing, I hate it. So this is the pig pen. Nice. This is actually quite a large pig pen too. Really, really large pig pen. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So if you're wondering what these are, we'll get to that in a minute. I've got a few mods in this. So, all right. Next, we're gonna take a look at the buildings up here. This is just kind of like a little pull through little storage area. We got some room to store some equipment on the sides underneath, or maybe even store hay bales. Might actually do that. We might actually store hay bales here because we can pull the vehicles through, unload them, and then be able to drive back and forth. Here we've got our grain silo. Yep, grains. Let's continue over here. Oh, right before I go too far, here's the chicken area. Kind of weird because so you have the animal thing inside the pen where they actually go. No door on this, so they actually have free range, I guess, to walk out. Not sure where. I guess their eggs are just, yeah, their eggs are just collected here. And then on this side we have the trough for them, and holy cow, is it a trough for them? So that's kind of weird. Cow barn. We'll get to the cow barn in a minute. We'll go over here. So it looks like on this side we've got more. We got access to a lot more things. Looks like we got a little place to pass through some equipment. We got a little road, and then we got the start of field 4 here. Not sure if we're going to use field 4 that much because, well, I mean, look, it's pretty steep. And field 6 almost might actually become, or, well, it's kind of hard to take and park stuff on the hill. We may flatten out a little more area behind these two barns. By the way, go up this road, and over there's a little landing area. Plus there's a liquid manure thing. We'll walk this way. So we've got some storage here. That's the other door for that side. We got another little place that we can back stuff into. Another place to store. I'll tell you about the JCB in a minute. And this is odd. We have three bunkers. We have this big one here. And then we have these two little ones here. Which I'm not complaining about. I will take a run up here. We don't own this field. And here's the little landing up here where we could bring some vehicles and park. Might be able to even put some extra buildings and stuff up here in case we need it as well. And like I said, look at the steepness of this. I mean, I'm really thinking I'll just probably come in and plant this grass. And we may or may not use this field back here at all. Because that is really, right there, that is really kind of too steep for machinery of any kind. So this one right here kind of pushes it a little bit too. So we may be staying away from a lot of those fields that are that way. The only reason I got field 4 is because it came with, like I said, it came with the map. Okay. So here's the cow closure. Cows. We got and interestingly enough, we got two different ones. We got this one over here. This is a milking facility. And then if we come over here, this is also a cow enclosure, I'm pretty sure. Oop. Gotta wait for the save. Yeah, cow pasture and cow pasture. So we have two different style cow pastures, which is odd because usually there's only one cow pasture. But in this there's like two. What is this? Huh, I have no idea what this is for. Oh, this could be for straw? That's a little odd for it to be for straw, unless it's just like a little designated area out here that has straw that they can waller around on it. But yeah, so that's our farm pretty much, because now we're back to field 6. Oh, we haven't looked at these. Oh, these do open. Oh, okay, cool. Is this one? Oh, that one does open. Ah, I bet you this is for like storing your little, for like storing the pickup. You put the pickup and stuff in here. That's nice. Can we go inside? We can. Oh, cool. This is the first time I've actually been inside here. Technically. Wow. Cool. Oh yeah, and then that goes into the garage. Cool. Little seat, sofa. It's really weird because you look at the inside of this and then you go out here. Oh. Can't go out that door. Can we go out? Okay, so we can go out this door. We can't go out. We can't go through this door. Oh, yes we can. It's just, okay, for some reason, it wasn't allowing me to click on the door. It was only allowing me to click on the light switch. This is kind of weird. This house is a little weird. Sorry for the flipping there. Because if you go out here and you look at all the old rustic looking, I mean, these are all really old looking buildings and stuff. And then you go inside the house and it's all, I can get in the house. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Can't go in that door. Okay. We'll label that door as busted. Oh, come on. Open the door. Let me in. Thank you. So, that's one little odd thing about this. I mean, those really do kind of need to be reset. Can we not go upstairs? Cool. Ooh. Little bedroom. Cool. The bedroom. Cool. I like how they all those things are just sat out here. Cool. Kind of a nice. This is kind of a nice, cool, modern style house. Okay. We'll have to probably go outside to close that door. And we'll just have to go inside. I didn't catch that quick enough. Go. Through the garage. Because the weird thing is we can't go, weirdly enough, we can't go through that door right there. Then we'll walk around over here. We'll close that door. I like how it says gate instead of door. These are all gates instead of doors. It's kind of a weird thing. So, all right. And then I like the shop here. shop is actually accessed by two different directions. You can come in this way or you can go in that way. I don't think, I don't really know, but I mean, we'll have to see. But this is a really cool. It's a really cool thing. And as for really stuff in town, there's really town is not really. I mean, we'll probably see a lot of it as we go through. But I'd kind of like to get started being established today in this episode. So I think what we'll do is I'll tell you about the equipment now. So when I first came to the farm, AE logged in. I hate I hate it when people do a lot of role playing on these type of games because these are not really for role playing, but whatever. But anyway, so what I'll do is my best. So when we came to the farm, there was nothing. I basically bought the land, and there was no machinery on this place at all. The only thing we had was the buildings, and that was it. We didn't even have a truck. So I kind of had to negotiate with some things. We had a big bank account from our last playthrough, or our last farm that we had. And I negotiated with the local dealership for that front loader, or for that loader, this tractor, and that and the JCB back there, and then that plow that you saw sitting over there. That is a real plow. That is not a decoration. So that's what I had, and that's the only thing I had, plus getting the three fields over here. So that's basically all we have. And as you can see, we do have a little leftover money. We have 2.5 mil in the bank. Now, what are we going to do with that 2.5 mil? Well, I think I'm going to go back to what I was trying to do on a lot of the other ones, and that is try to get cows started up. Now, instead of trying to buy everything right off the bat, I think what I'm going to do. Okay, can't open that door. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this systematically. Is basically we're going to determine how many cows we really truthfully want. I think the where is it at? It's over here. No, that's for milk. Where is the? It's not on this side. Gotta be over here on this side. There's a little area loading. What is it? I don't know what these are. These random places for this stuff. Oh, that's not it. Oh, it's right. Yeah, for this one it's right here. Okay, so we can hold 200 in here. 200 at 250. Well, that would be 25,000. That would be 200 and... No. Hang on. I gotta do some maths in my head. Okay. So right off the bat, to try to get to 200 cows, that's going to be $500,000. Now, we could definitely do that, or we could gradually build up as we go. Yeah. And I think we're going to do the gradually build up thing because I really don't want to try. So basically what I'm thinking of is we'll get like 25 head of cows. Okay? And then we'll care for those 25 and we'll just have to work on bringing them up to full capacity. Just gradually bring this barn up to full capacity. Once this barn's up to full capacity, then what we probably could do is probably pull a few of the cows out of here, put them in that other pasture, and as long as we continue to care for both of them, we should continue to get quite a bit of stuff out of them. So what do we need to do to get that? Well, I'll tell you. First off, we need to take and buy a planter so that we can plant. We actually need 2 planters. We need 1 planter to plant corn, and we need another one to plant wheat. So we're going to get that going right now. And over a period of time, we'll figure out what we need for everything. So right now we need to go into seeders. We'll get the wheat going. Now we have that tractor right there. That tractor is like 300 horsepower. So this thing right here, this will probably be substantial for us because we don't really need something too big, but we want something big enough that we're not staying too long on one field planting. It's plant down, plant up, plant down a couple times. Plant do like a back and forth, and then maybe a one down. So this is going to eat into our money, but this is what we're going to do. So we're going to buy this one. Can't buy anything with it, so we're just going to buy it. Now I don't know if there are any places. I haven't seen any places here, and I don't see any places in town to stock our, like, to be able to get like seed and stuff. So we may end up having to put in a thing. So this is the John Deere 8400R, and this is basically just bone. Well, no, it's not. Well, yeah, it is kind of bone stock, except for I do have the GPS mod, or the guidance steering mod, which is a little flaky, but it's good. So I also have another one that gives me manual control over gear switching and having 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, whatever on the tractor. Then I do have another quality of life mod. It's called Keyboard Steer. For those of you that don't know, I am a keyboard cat. I love keyboard driving. And this mod, what it does is it adapts the steering to the road conditions. See, it's like right now, it's like I'm turning, we're almost at full throttle, but the steering is not just like immediately turning hard and everything. Now, for those of you that don't know, the reason why I am pointing down instead of looking like this is because the recording software and my PC, they do not like to look at stuff out far. I remember where the It's this way. Oh, I'm actually going the long way. I'm not driving very well, am I? But yeah, anyway, what it does is it adapts. Hold on, I gotta look at them. I gotta bring up. Whoop, that was the wrong one. There it is. Oh no, I'm actually going the right direction. If I went the other way, I'd be going the long way around. Okay. As you can tell, I don't know this map very well yet. So what we'll do is we'll grab this cedar. And I'd probably, nope, I actually did not miss that. If I had a weight on the front of this thing, I probably would have missed it. What was I talking about? Oh, the keyboard. So yeah, so the keyboard, what the keyboard mod does is it limits how fast the it limits the steering at higher speeds. You know, when you go very high speeds, then it takes instead of letting it turn completely full, it only lets it turn so much. I mean, now, granted, you are seeing that the fact that it is turning. No, we need to go back to the farm because we don't have any seed or fertilizer in this thing. So, it does limit your steering a little bit. There is settings in it where you can limit it. Right now I have it like limited to 45 degrees, and that's pretty much typical every tractor. It can turn 45 degrees. It can turn pretty sharp. What I don't have. Whoa. Slow the heck down. But what it does is, as you watch, as we're driving along, instead of like the old where it would like turn way too much. This one you can actually make it in such a way that it turns a little, stops. It turns a little, stalls out, turns a little, stalls out, turns a little. And it makes it really nice. It really makes the game actually a lot more believable. I think we're going to go over here. We're going to go through this gate that was open. I'm going to pull through here. We're going to go up the back side of this. Alright, I'm going to stop here. And what I'm thinking of is maybe if I can place... So, I don't know if there's any seed places or anything, but what I have under placeables, under, I think it's miscellaneous, yeah, is I have these. I have these seed stations, lime stations, basically all the different stations. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a seed station right here. Oh, I forgot. Let's see. Where would be kind of nice if these stations actually had like an actual like direction. So I guess I'm gonna put it like this. Try to get it as close to that tree as possible. Okay, there's one station. We're gonna do liquid fertilizer.